Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we are here for another spectacular night of Monday Night Racing with OP Racing as they bring you their premier Super Speedway series. I am your host for tonight's festivities. My name is KR Stolfus, and in the booth with me tonight is a very esteemed, very influential individual and someone who I've been dying to get to work with. In fact, I had to kill 3 people so that they did not get the job. It is Mr. Rob Payne himself. Rob, how you doing tonight?
Oh, hey, KR, how you doing? I'm doing all right. How are you guys doing tonight?
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm excited about this one as we are really getting close. We're in the about final 5 minutes of practice here at a brand new Super Speedway, OP Racing, for the first time on Monday night, busting out this generic cola speedway.
Oh, yes.
Well, great segue there. So that being said, we are here tonight in the booth with us as well. We have none other than Mark Mann, a driver who needs no introduction, mostly because I crack a beer for him when it happens. But Mark, you are up here to do some announcements for tonight. So tell us a little bit about what we have here in store.
Yes, sir. So each season we've been nominating people to the OP Super Speedway Hall of Fame, recognizing the drivers that who've excelled in the league. All these drivers out here are absolutely awesome Super Speedway drivers and can race anywhere on the circuit against anybody on the Super Speedway. But we like to recognize those drivers who've been here for at least 2 seasons, have accolades, have done really well on the track. And this season we nominated 7 for the Hall of Fame, did a poll, and tonight we're going to enshrine 2 of them into the OP Super Speedway Hall of Fame, where their legacy will live forever. And
now, how many people are in the Hall of Fame? Is this the first class, or?
This is the second class. The first class was last season, where we nominated 7 drivers and we inducted 3: Rick Seabrands, Robert Duvendak, and Hunter Reynolds. And this season we're going to induct 2 and keep it 2 going forward.
Well, very cool. So with all that being said, how were these votes tallied, and who all got to vote, and what were criteria for the drivers selected?
Sure. Criteria was that they had to run at least 2 full seasons, run in the Monday Night Premier Super Speedway Series, and have some accolades on their resume, whether it be wins or solid top 5, top 10s, championships. Everything was taken into consideration, as well as broadcasting. So KR was actually one of our nominees this season, as he has been the voice for OP for many seasons. So as an influencer, KR, you made congratulations on being a nominee this season. And going forward, we look forward to your broadcasting. And we put up a poll
for it, so yeah.
So we put up a poll on the OP webpage, and friends, family, drivers could all vote. And the votes it was up for a week, and we have the votes tallied, and I'm ready to announce the 2 that are going into the Hall of Fame tonight.
All right, Mr. Mark Mann, lay it on us, because I'm dying to hear which 2 outstanding drivers have made it into the Hall of Fame.
Well, I'll tell you, this first one is no mystery. He's raced here since season 1. He's an OG of the league. He's a series champion in the Wednesday Icebreaker series, and he has the most wins in the Monday Night Premier Series. And that is none other than the 88, used to be the 28, Derek Conley.
Oh,
that comes
man.
as no surprise. So congratulations, Derek. Awesome race on the track with you, and I really appreciate you every single Monday. And just to get right into it, because I'm going to get into qualifying here in about a minute, the next driver is, to me, it's no surprise either. This was a no-brainer, and he, had a ton of votes. And he is, I mean, anytime you see him out on the track, if this guy's in 31st position in green, white checker, if you're up front, you're going to see him at your door at some point. One of the hardest drivers out here, one of the hard-nosed drivers, good driver. And he's actually our reigning defending champion the number 7, Josh Milam. Congratulations to you guys. And I'll be sending them something. We'll be putting them in the Hall of Fame on the webpage. And so let me just get my thank yous out here real quick, and then I'll step away. But I, of course, have to thank the Hall of Fame committee and all the members of that committee for the nominations and helping with the survey. And of course, the OP owners, Robert, Alex, and Cody. Turn 3, you guys bring it every single Monday. We appreciate that. The fans, the drivers, the friends, everybody who makes this league possible. And a little special shout out tonight. I'd like to wish Jimmy Crow Sr. well. I know he's having some health issues right now, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family. And yeah, so look forward to tonight, and I'm ready to hit the track, brother.
All right, Mark. Well, thank you very much. And once again, congratulations to our inductees, Josh Milam and Derek Conley. I'm with you, Mark. Those two high on my list of people I would vote for as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely
No
on that
question.
one.
So, all right, Mark, well, I'll let you get down to your channel. And who you driving for this season?
Alliance Motorsports. We got the kid Logan Helton, Daniel Holloway, James Mayer, and Rick Seabrands.
All right, well, there you go. Alliance Motorsports being backed up by Mark Mann. Mark, once again, man, thank you so much, and I'm going to move you down for you.
Thank you, brother.
All right, well, there you have it. Our Hall of Fame inductees. And Rob, I know this has been a league that you've been a big part of as well, and so to see it grow into a Hall of Fame as well and inducting 2 more people to it.
Yeah, it's really nice, man. I wish we would have done this a little bit sooner, but I really do appreciate the guys that started getting this together and making this happen, because I think it's a truly honorable thing to do, I think. And those 2 drivers especially, OG drivers, been around forever, absolutely fantastic drivers. You can run around with them anywhere, everywhere, and they're just a good people to be around. So that's pretty awesome for them.
All right, so qualifying has gotten underway. Rob, the fact that I was one of the people nominated just goes to show you that y'all got bad taste. Y'all got bad taste.
No, I don't know if it's necessarily bad taste, and maybe it's just a little bit of pity, or maybe it's just we do love you. We love having you around here.
I'll do pity. Pity.
A pity love. Let's do that. Love having you around here. You're what makes this league what this league is. So you get us out there. So I do appreciate it.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now we have several drivers out on the speedway as qualifying at this iRacing Superspeedway is taking place. This is a big, bad mamma jamma of a track, and these drivers are already trying to tear it up. Daniel Holloway sitting on top of the leaderboard right now. We are watching Will Weber send it off into these big, huge high bank corners. Cody Ober in the 8 to the top of the leaderboard with a 45.460. Rob, you got anybody you're watching?
Of course, I'm going to watch my old teammates, see how they're doing. I want to watch Cody Ober and Alex Green. GOP this season is not a thing. This is a mixed matchup season. We have a bunch of new teams, actually. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how everybody plays out tonight and how it plays out the rest of this season. And then, of course, this reigning season champion, I want to see how he does here, because this is also a brand new track. They haven't had as much practice as they'd probably like on it. So I really look forward to seeing how things go tonight. It's going to be completely different.
Logan Helton now sitting on top of the leaderboard in that 63 machine as he brings it slowly down the straightaway as he winds down his qualifying effort. James Mayer sitting in second with Rick Seabrands holding on to third place for the moment. And as I was saying that, Tyler Miller in the 89 going to steal that third position away.
Yeah, it's been a completely different. I've been away from a while. I've been on vacation from the league for a while now, so I haven't. There's going to be some new names here, some old names that's going to be sticking up front. So I really look forward to it, man. It's going to be a good time. Hunter Reynolds just took the first spot away.
We have a new driver, Denver League Turgeson. Hope I'm saying that correctly. I have no idea. When did he join? Like
He just now actually.
No, I mean like TeamSpeak, so I could talk to him and be like, "Hey, man, look here.
Oh,
I need to know how to say your name."
he did join somewhere. Where did he go?
It's alright. It don't matter. We'll try to do our best. He's in as a random driver, so hopefully he can pick up a team. We'll watch the talent of this 04 machine. He rips it around this speedway. 10 minutes total and qualifying here as we just passed the 5-minute mark in this session. As Denver in that 04 right now finding himself in 23rd. Aspen Belvin, the driver of the 84 machine, out on the speedway. Aspen, our very first champion ever.
Yep.
Here in OP Racing.
Feels like forever ago.
It does feel like forever ago as we start our 6th season. And the league has gone through so many changes and whatnot. And, you know, Sean Stevens in the 27 machine, making his qualifying run, finding himself in 23rd. Les Levy. Well, Les, we'll give Les, you know, everyone has a class clown. Les Levy, I feel, is the track clown. His humor, his jokes, that they all go into play, and he's got a heart of gold. And if you look at the hood of his car, one of the things he is showing off on the hood is a thank you to Crow Sr., Jimmy Crow Sr. You know, Mark Mann mentioned it. Jimmy, we hear you're watching, man. We're all hoping you get through this. We're rooting for you. Good luck in being in that hospital, man. It's no fun. Hopefully someone brings you some food that's not hospital related.
Oh yes, please. Someone has to. I'm sure he's got it. He's got a great support team.
With everybody looking like they are done qualifying, we still have a little bit of time left. So what we're going to do is we're going to step away from the national anthems. We'll be right back after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are wrapping up qualifying here. We got just a few moments, so let's go ahead and see if we can't maybe talk to our first inductee of the night, if I can get him in here. Driver of the number 28 machine, that is none other than Derek Conley. Derek, you got your ears on, bud?
Hey, KR, how's it going, buddy?
That's going just fine. So word's getting around that Derek Conley was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Any relation?
That's what I'm hearing. I think you got the wrong guy. He drove a 28. I drive an 88. It's a common misconception. I'm used to it by now. He also didn't wear glasses. I wear glasses.
I got you. Well, man, first of all, I want to say congratulations being inducted into the Hall of Fame in this class here. I know you're getting ready to roll out onto the track, but before you do, what can you tell us about how this feels for you?
I tell you what, it's always awesome whenever you get recognized by your peers, and that's exactly what this Hall of Fame vote was. It's a vote from our peers, and to be voted and into the Hall of Fame through the second class is awesome. But I tell you, it couldn't be more awesome to be voted in with my brother Josh, man. We're not blood brothers, but couldn't be closer. We started NOP together. We started FSR together, and this is our first season apart. It felt like we needed to do something to kind of break up some of the powerhouse teams, so I'm stepping away from FSR, and he's carrying on the torch. But to be voted in with him, coming into this league with him, I could not be happier. So...
Well, man, once again, congratulations. What an outstanding achievement for a driver who I am going to have to get used to the fact that you are not in the 28. In fact, even your team speak refuses to recognize that you are now driving the number 88.
Well, I will correct that for you right here before we roll off. I thought I'd already had that fixed, but I will, well, to be honest with you, I don't know. There it is. I couldn't find where my team was. So anyway, I'm getting that corrected for you right now. But yeah, it's definitely going to take some getting used to. The 28 kind of became who I was. And whenever I changed teams, I decided change numbers too. Let's change cars, change teams, change numbers. New year, new me.
How does it feel going into that number with the record that his has, though?
The way I look at it, Rob, is either I come out and dominate and, make the 88 look good, or I follow in tradition and get banned, and suddenly it's not my problem anymore.
Man, let's hope it's the first thing. Let's hope you actually bring luck around for it.
Absolutely. We've had some jackwagons in the 88. I'm hoping just to give it a good name this season. Also, Rob, I'm glad to see you up in the booth, brother.
Yeah, KR took a lot for KR to do it, but I said I'll give it a try. Here I am.
All right, Derek. Well, you'll have to forgive me if I get your team wrong, but man, once again, congratulations and good luck out there tonight.
Thanks, guys. Great to have you all back. Can't wait to kick this season off. Season 6. It's going to be a great one.
And what's your new team?
Empire Motorsports. Me, Doovie, Will Weber, Cody Ober, and Tyler Miller.
All right, so here we go. Drivers starting to roll out, including the 2 new inductees into the Hall of Fame. So let's get right into it. Our starting lineup for this one here tonight. On the inside of row number 1, that's Hunter Reynolds and Randall Cobb on his outside. Row number 2, going to be Logan Helton and Mark Mann. Row 3, James Mayer, Tyler Miller. Row 4 will be Rick Seabrands, David Booth. Row number 5 will be Cody Ober and Les Levy. Row number 6 going to be made up of Josh Milam and Ernie Williams. Row 7 will be Derek Conley and Sean Stevens. Row 8 will be Travis Elliott and Robert Lacovera. Row number 9, Dan Harrington, Robert Dumendak. Row 10, Daniel Holloway, Mark Vega. Row number 11, Dustin Barbour and David Overstreet. Row 24, Will Weber and Denver Lee Turkson. Finally, getting to the meat and potatoes of this grid, Ben Mashburn, Alex Green. Then it's Aspen Belvin and Chase Berry on the outside of row 14. Row 15 will be Casey Gilchrist, Robert Payne in the booth with me, Jimmy Reynolds, Sean McCarrick, and Andrew Schroeder making up the rest of this field as we get ready to go green flag here on season 6. This thing is going to be wild as the tires are already spinning all throughout the field as everyone gets on the throttle hard. These unrestricted cars here at this track laying down all that power, long haul into turn number 1 and Hunter Reynolds in the 26 gonna lead the field, Rob.
Oh, and we also have a little bit of contact going into turn 1, but I think they got it squared away. But yeah, this is going to be very interesting, KR. This is, like I said, a brand new track. They haven't had a lot on it, and I'm really looking forward to see what these guys can do under the pressure of the spotlight, being the camera now. No longer just practice races. Let's see.
So as they come around to complete the first lap, Hunter Reynolds in the 26, still out in front. Everyone getting single file very quickly down close to that yellow line. These high speeds may see these guys really try and protect that bottom lane, but a few drivers are going to try and make sure that they stay with their options open.
Yeah, you're going to need it too. If it's anything from the practice races, things can go really bad really fast here. So those open options are probably something that everybody wants to keep together.
So as they work their way around, Rob, why don't you carry us through a lap around here and watch these guys and pick up on who is doing what.
All right. Well, we have the 26 of Hunter Reynolds going to keep it to the bottom. The 8 of Cody Over is going outside all the way to the top by himself right now. Followed closely by the 88, 7, and 89 of Derek, Josh, and their other Tyler Miller. Not even sure what happened to Cody there. He might have got loose and went high and saved it.
Daniel Holloway turning the fastest lap of the race so far with a 42.84. And just as I'm spitting that out, the new fastest lap of the race goes to Robert Duvendak with a 42.81. So Doobie in that 99 machine really laying down some fast lap times here.
Whew.
Ooh, contact. I'm not sure who that was, but man, they shot up the racetrack. And that is one of our rookies, Denver Lee. Big time move up the racetrack. Doesn't look like he's too tore up, but does have a little bit of damage. Very slow. We stay green. We do have stages here tonight, lap 20 and lap 40.
Yes,
as
sir.
Logan Helton is your race leader.
Oh, yep, Logan Hunt took to the inside, and now we have Hunter Reynolds forming up the outside with Derek Conley and Josh Milam. This is going to be interesting seeing how contact in the corner between Rick and 52 of Randall Cobb. They seem to save it. That was pretty solid work right there, boys. I think Rick took some damage on that one.
We go on board with the driver of the 95. That is James Mayer. And right now he is sitting in second place. Right behind him, that's the 26 of Hunter Reynolds in his SpongeBob paint scheme. Very unique paint scheme. Big fan of that paint scheme. As they're going to make their way around Logan Helton. Mayer down to the inside. Reynolds going to stay up in the upper lane. And he goes back to the top spot. And here comes the 88 of Derek Conley, up 11 positions from the start of this race.
And we knew we were going to see him up there. It wouldn't take him long.
Yeah, Conley pulling a move down to the inside. New team, new paint scheme, new number, but the same great driver behind the wheel. A well-deserved induction into the Hall of Fame. That 88 machine looking to win here tonight, but quite a lot of racing left to go. Very fast lap times as we're turning a 43.46, right around 43.5 seconds average lap time right now for everyone going around here. And man, I'll tell you what, these cars look like they are just screaming coming off the corners.
Yeah, the KR, the tires seem to go out on this track a little bit faster, especially going into those corners, and the approximate laps that we have per fuel tank is going to be somewhere in the 15 to 16 lap mileage for the tanks. So we're gonna have to see an early pit probably, unless there happens to be a caution, which let's hope they stay green the whole way through. That would be an interesting first. What's what I'm looking for here?
First pit stop?
Interesting first part of the race.
Ooh, we already
there
got
we
some
go.
peeling off.
Oh wow.
So several drivers hitting pit road. Aspen Belvin, Travis Elliott, Casey Gilchrist, Alex Green, and Chase Berry all on the pit lane.
Yep, that sounds like the whole team of Vapid Yeet Racing.
So teammates pitting together. We were expecting a fuel run of about 15 to 16 laps. That's when we expect these cars to be running out of fuel. So a few drivers coming down early. Nothing new for OP Racing to see drivers trying to mix it up strategy-wise. But don't look now, but one of our other inductees into the Hall of Fame, Josh Milam in the 7 machine, he's inside the top 5. In fact, he's inside the top 3 now.
The top 3 on the outside. See what he can do here. There's plenty of space, but all depends on how everybody can hold their lines going into these turns.
So everyone who pitted has now gone down a lap. A little bit unusual for a super speedway to have that happen. A new curveball. Ooh, is one driver hard into the wall. That is Ernie Williams trying to save it. Ernie was able to catch it, but we had another driver smack the wall very, very hard.
Looked like the 4 of Rick Seabrains if I saw it just as I switched cameras here. Yep, he's back a little ways now. He looks pretty damaged.
The Rick Seabrands maybe getting a little bit of contact here. Let's see if we can figure out what happened to Rick. I maybe didn't back that one up far enough. Try one more time as we have several other drivers hitting pit road. And yeah, Rick and Ernie did get together.
You have the 26, the 52, the 7 all pitting in now.
So Hunter Reynolds, Randall Cobb, Josh Milam, Dustin Barber, Robert Lacavera, Ernie Williams, Jimmy Reynolds, Rick Seabrands, and Sean Stevens all on pit road. Denver Lee been sitting on pit road now for a little bit as he makes his way out of pit lane. James Mayer, your race leader in that blue and yellow 95 machine. Logan Helton right behind him, and then Derek Conley in the 88. Conley not coming down pit lane, but here comes Helton, Mayer, and another driver right behind them. It's Mark Mann in the 04.
Daniel Holloway.
And Daniel Holloway. So as this is going to cycle through, that's a new track for us here, Rob. Strategies.
Yes,
Everyone trying to go with a familiar strategy to them to see how it plays out. But man, I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what the right call is going to be just yet. Derek Conley is still out there full tilt. He's got the 8 of Cody Ober right behind him. So teammates working together here as they're going to hit pit road. Will Weber hard on the binders. Weber trying to get it slowed down, saves it.
What a save.
Now,
That could have been bad.
was he speeding?
Ooh, that's a tough one. He looked like he was a little bit faster than number 8 of Cody Ober, but I guess only time will tell when we see when he comes back on. But yeah, KR, this is going to be the first couple races here. Going to be all the new teams getting used to their own strategies. The fuel is also going to be a huge factor here because no one knows what the right move is going to be. So this is going to be one interesting race to see it play out.
So Derek Conley, Cody Ober, Tyler Miller all rolling off a pit lane. Will Weber, long time in his pit stall, serving a speeding penalty from that very quick entry onto pit road. We ride on board with the 63 of Logan Helton. We're going to see if he is going to make his way around everyone who just came off of pit lane, flashing by very quickly. Now just Derek Conley, Cody Ober ahead of him, but Helton with a full head of steam, so a very early pit stop for Helton. Looks like it is going to pay off for him.
Oh yeah, let's see if he can get any help though. He's going to be by himself, and I think those two teammates of Derek Conley and Cody Ober, once they link up, are going to be able to put something to him. Speaking of, here comes the 95 and 21 of Meyer and Daniel Holloway. Going to pass him on the high side.
Meyer in the 95, back to the front. Daniel Holloway in the 21. A beautiful new paint scheme on that 21 machine. At least new to me. I don't know. Have you seen that one before on the 21?
I do not think I have. I think he might be running something new.
Well, I dig it. Tell him I like it. Go down there, flag him down, pull him over, and say, hey, KR likes your paint scheme. Now get back out there.
I'll get back out there and start racing. You might go down a lap, but you'll be all right.
It'll be fine. All right, so 15 laps into this race. I got to tell you, this track has really got me excited. These cars are really hauling it, 250 miles an hour. Then they send it off into the corner and everyone fighting tooth and nail. They're getting up on the wheel. It's not a sit back and relax kind of drive. You have got to be ready because they are flat getting it around this speedway.
Yeah, I don't think there's much brake pedals going on here, KR.
You might as well just throw that out your pit crew and be like, it's just extra weight.
Yeah, it's going to slow me down. We have Derek Conley and Cody Ober to the outside now, trying to fight for first with the old Daniel Holloway and James Mayer of the 95. As you see, once again, that Derek Conley taking the lead, going to the inside. Well, he's out there for it. He's trying to prove that him getting inducted really means something.
Aspen Belvin in the 84, the first car one lap down, but he is battling with Denver Lee for that position as well. Denver Lee in that white 04, following very closely behind Aspen Belvin. So these two drivers kind of be the first car one lap down. Is Derek Conley now battling with the 21 of Daniel Holloway for the race lead. 4 wide into turn number 1. That was very close by the 84s. He had to get out of the throttle to keep it off the 95 of Mayer. 2 by 2. Our leaders are going to try and split. I believe that is the 8 machine.
Oh,
Cody
yeah.
Ober.
Oh, man. Nowhere to go on that one.
So Holloway up to the front. A little bit of contact there. Looked like between Ober and Mayer. Green flag pit stops have really split this field up.
They're all over the place.
We are going to bunch them back up here as we're getting ready to end this stage. Battle for the race lead and the first stage win of the night. Aspen Belvin still holding on to that first car 1 lap down as he's tucked in tight behind the 63 of Helton. Man, guys, I don't know about you, but this race is going to be an outstanding one. If you're watching on YouTube, let us know who you're rooting for as we come to the start-finish line. I believe it's going to end on this lap.
Yeah, should be the end of this lap.
I'm a bit rusty on the rules. I apologize. That's on me. It's at the end of the lap.
Yep, yeah. That was a new change. I think that was last season, a change we made last season. But yeah, it should be the end of the staged lap, the 20 and 40. That's, of course, the caution comes out. But knock on wood here, they're almost through, and now caution's out yet. Let's see if they can keep it that way.
So Holloway off of turn number 4, leading the charge. Aspen Belvin trying to get himself back on the lead lap. They cross the start-finish line. That one was all Daniel Holloway.
Ooh.
And now the caution flag coming out.
Man, what a first stage. There's so much new stuff going on. The new pitch strategies, new teams. So this is really going to be a great season.
Oh man, I'll tell you what, it is going to be a great season. I am looking forward to this. So many races coming your way. We got a 22 race season. I know I should know more, but math is hard for me.
Yeah, hard for me too.
And,
don't put me into it.
Yeah, if it's over 3, I can't count.
You see, that's exactly why my number has always been the 3, because anything over, and it starts getting a little shady.
As they bring it to a slow 22 race season. There will be 23 races, but we're bringing you 22 broadcasted races. The All-Star race happening at the midpoint, and that's going to be at Monza. And I don't know about you, Rob, but I think as broadcasters, we need to show up into this race and show that we are all-stars.
We are going to have to do that, I think, just to prove that. Just because we're up here doesn't mean we can't come down there and put the rubber to the road. Correction.
As the field gets caught up to the Chevy Silverado, made of thunderstorms and tornadoes. 21 of Holloway, your race leader. Looks like Denver Lee going to be the driver who gets the free pass. Everyone making a break for pit lane. The pit stops underway. And Rob, we knew this was going to happen. Looks like the entire field on the pit road.
Whew, I sure would hope so. But yeah, you never know. Some of these guys might stay out for whatever reason. Anyone who pitted last second might have tried something new, but they should all come in and get 4 fresh tires here. Nice full tank.
So everyone being serviced by their crew, 4 tires down and away. Derek Conley with a very quick pit stop. 2 tires for Conley. Duvendak 2 tires as well. Cody Ober, I believe, took 2 tires, and then Daniel Holloway with 4. Tyler Miller trying 2. So very different strategies here. Everyone trying different things. It's going to be interesting on this restart because not everyone has got it fine-tuned. Nobody knows exactly what the right call is just yet. So 2 tires for the 88 of Derek Conley, and he has the race lead.
Man, that's crazy, but I almost should have expected it coming from some of these guys. They like taking just 2 sets for one stage and 2 sets the next, or 4 on the next, and calling it good for the rest. But with this racetrack, I don't know.
All right, so we have a moment here. Let's go ahead and talk to one of our other drivers who was inducted into the Hall of Fame here tonight. This is the driver of the 7 machine, Josh Milam. Josh, you got your ears on, bud?
I do, man. What's going on?
Not a whole lot. That 7 machine not looking too good on pit lane. What's going on, bud?
Well, it blew up at the end of that stage. I coasted in, and I managed to hit too far forward in my pit, and now I can't tow, so I'm trying to get that figured out. I don't know how to fix that.
Uh-oh. Well, it sounds like we got you at a bad time then. Do we need to let you go?
You're all right. Yeah, no big deal, man.
Well, induction into the OP Racing Hall of Fame. This number 7 machine making it in the second class. congratulations, man. Tell us a little bit about what that means to you.
It's a huge accomplishment, especially in this league. A lot of great guys, great drivers in here, great people overall that does a lot for the league. And outside of just winning races and winning championships, there's a lot that goes into getting that spot for the Hall of Fame. It's just what everybody does for the league as a whole, and time they put into this. A lot of deserving guys for it, and I managed to get one of the 2 spots, and that's huge for me.
Well, man, it is huge, and a big congratulations to you for that. This 7 machine, one of the mainstays at the front of the field, and here you got to dig yourself out of a hole on a season start. But you know what? You may be in the hole right now, but I promise you that 7's going to find victory lane soon.
Yeah, I'm in the hole, that's for sure. I don't. It's all good. I wasn't not too ecstatic about the track. A lot of people are excited to get to run it, which was that first day was all right. I got a speeding there into my pits, had a hold, so it put us behind. But it's a fun track, I'm sure, once we get it down and everybody gets to racing. But yeah, absolutely, those other 3 tracks we got on the schedule, you have to look out.
All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Fame, man. A great selection, and yeah, just all around great job.
All right, man, appreciate it.
That is Josh Milam as we get back to green flag racing.
We have a Derek and a Cody, I think, going to try to take the outside. I'm guessing they're going to have to now because they were going high, and the low side got taken by Daniel Holloway and Logan Helton again.
All right, so Rob, one of the things I've done is just crack a cold one, or usually Mark Man, no reason. Every now and then it's for someone else, random people. But tonight it's for our 2 drivers inducted into the Hall of Fame, Derek Conley, Josh Milam. Guys, once again, congratulations. Here we go. Now we can get serious.
There we go. Go ahead and suck that one down. I'm sure they're going to need it. Especially old Josh.
All right, so we're having a little bit of fun with this one here tonight, knocking the rust off. I got to join these guys out on the track last season, not for as many races as I would have liked, and also didn't do a whole lot, except for take the field out. That's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
You know what? I was carrying the 3, and I'm pretty. Oh, Mark Man, hard into the wall.
Contact. Yep.
And he has smacked that wall, and he has brought it to a slow on pit lane. But a tough break for Mark Man.
Yep, that's rough. Looks like we're going to be staying green for that too.
I'm going to take a look at this one more time. Mark Man goes for a shot onto pit lane. Does smack the wall just once, but man, what a heads-up drive he had there.
Oh, we got wrecking. We got wrecking. Oh, I don't know what turn I'm in, but it's a big one. That's a big one. Yep, the caution is out on that one. I was checking the back side of the field. I was actually just flipping through the 30 of Alex Green. And, well, maybe that was probably the bad thing to do because he wrecked very shortly afterwards.
24 getting involved as well. Ben Mashburn.
11 of Robert Lacavada.
A lot of cars getting involved. Take another look at this one. So some big time stack up here, bringing out the first caution of the night for a yellow flag, or an incident, I should say. Alex Green in the 30 machine. One of the drivers caught up in it. Robert Lacovera, Sean McCarrick, Ben Mashburn, Casey Gilchrist. Mark Mann, just a lap before, had gone for a ride down through pit lane. Now the question will become, does Mark Mann have to serve a penalty, or will race control see that as a racing incident and clear out a penalty for him?
I think you got pretty lucky there. I can't see too much damage on him, if any, really, unless it's on the far side here we can't get eyes on.
So the 21 bringing it onto pit road, along with several other drivers down and away for fuel only. That 21 machine, very quick pit stop. With that being said, guys, we are going to take a quick little break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the green flag getting ready to come out once again. The drivers pick up the throttle and away we go. Here in stage number 2, the first caution of the night for an incident. Wrapped up, Logan Helton in the 63 out in front of this field. Now we find ourselves with 28 cars on the lead lap. We did start 32 drivers. Josh Milam in the 7 machine has made his way out on the speedway. We heard him talk about the issues he had while we were trying to get him an interview about the Hall of Fame. So bad timing on our part, but he has rejoined the race. He is a couple laps down, unfortunately, and a lot of time left. And if anyone could do it, I'd say it'd be Josh Milam, but he is going to need some help.
Oh yeah. Some stuff might roll into play for him. That's a tough break to have, but the season opener, something always happens, and he just happens to be the one that it happened to.
To Logan Helton, holding steady down on the yellow line. Daniel Holloway right behind him, but coming with a full head of steam. That is the 88 of Derek Conley. As he's going to set sail on that high side and try and take that lead away from the 63 machine. Ernie Williams in the 91. One of the drivers we saw smack the wall. One of the rules we didn't talk about here for this super speedway, this track in particular is going to allow 2 fast repairs, at least for the time being. Normally, each time we go to a super speedway, Talladega, Daytona, and Daytona Legacy, each driver gets 1 fast repair. But here, because of the newness, because of how wild and crazy everything can get here with this track, 2 fast repairs being doled out.
Yep, that is another one of our changes this season. We want to just give everybody the opportunity to get used to the place, because obviously, like I said, it's brand new. So we got a little feeling that things might be sour the first couple times through. So we're just trying to give everybody the opportunity to race the whole race and race around each other, and get to stay out there and do their thing.
Do want to point out Alex Green just turned the fastest lap of the race so far, that number 30 machine, all the way back in 22nd spot, turning a 42.712 fastest lap of this race.
Good job back there, buddy. Yep, it's weird seeing him. He's another one that's in a new number, new team. I look forward to seeing what he can do this season.
We go on board with the driver of the 8, Cody Ober, as he is making a move to the inside. Going to stay tucked in tight behind the 99 of Robert Duvendak. Duvendak going to get a little bump here. Empire Motorsports teammates running nose to tail here. Ooh, I'll spit all the words out sooner or later.
I'm having the same problem tonight.
But riding on board is Ernie Williams. Hard contact as we're on board with Cody Ober, as he is going for a slide on the pit road. Ernie Williams spinning like a top on the racetrack.
Oh, man.
And big time contact.
Ooh, that is going to be rough.
Is the yellow flag going to come out for this one?
Well, Ernie gets the season's first rooftop landing.
Looks like the 77 of David Booth involved as well. Booth hard impact into the inside wall. Man, what a smack that was for several of these drivers.
Oh yeah, that one's gonna be rough. We got Dan Harrington coming out of pits. I'm not sure if he was involved in all that.
It's Derek Conley in the 88, your race leader. We're creeping up on the end of stage number 2. Stage 1 winner Daniel Holloway finding himself right now in 4th spot in that 21 machine. So he's having a good race here.
And yep, Dan Harrington was also involved in that. He had to get a nice tow. So was, oh, well, there's a lot.
Rick Seabrand's in the 4, getting his lap back, as you saw him flash by the outside lane, making his way around the pace car. So the stage not done just yet. We are going to let these guys go to wrap up this stage. I kind of was thinking that because no one was coming down pit road. So everyone's going to try and stay right where they are. The drivers who have made it onto pit lane were at the back of the field or have sustained heavy damage.
We'll see how this plays out. I don't know how much fuel they're going to have. They did have the 2 cautions to help pad their fuel tanks a little bit, so we'll see if the risk plays off here.
Yeah, Derek Conley last on pit lane on lap 28. About a 16 lap fuel tank or so. Throw in a couple cautions here, and you could probably stretch it to the end of this stage. So yeah, here we go. Everyone's going to be real close, but with everyone staying out, thinking they all have enough fuel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they should. Everybody's starting to come around now and get back together in a nice big old group here.
We're going to stack them up 2 by 2.
Looking like Ben Mashburn's going to be the first lap down guy, going to be trying to go for the lucky dog here. Into the stage. David Overstreet, Ernie Williams, Josh Milam's bringing up the rear.
All right, so Ernie Williams in the 91. You see him to the left of your screen. Getting caught up to the field, but here we go. The 88 and the 63, Derek Conley, Logan Helton, gonna be on the front row for this restart. Then it's Hunter Reynolds in the 26, the 21 of Daniel Holloway, and then a driver I have not talked about yet tonight. That is the man who is going to be joining me next Sunday night up in the broadcast booth. So Rob, I'm gonna replace you, but you're welcome to join us as well.
Oh,
the 51 of Travis Elliott will be starting on the inside of row number 3.
You say Sunday night?
Sunday night.
Monday night.
Nope, Sunday night. Next Sunday night.
Oh. That is awesome. OP guys are going everywhere. And
Absolutely.
the green flag is out.
Dan checking in. How you doing, Dan? Maxine Grimes, Bobby Helton, all these people who have been in on the YouTube chat. Thank you very much for keeping me and Rob honest. And I'll tell you what, I am going to rely heavily on everyone in YouTube chat to keep Rob honest, because it will take more than just myself. No comment, Rob? All right. So Rob had to step away after I just laid down the best joke of the century. It's fine. It's whatever.
Oh, man. I apologize.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to watch the broadcast to hear what I said.
I will. I normally do, actually.
So Derek
I heard
Conley.
all you talked about me.
Derek Conley, your race leader, the 26 of Hunter Reynolds, pushing hard on his back bumper. Everyone getting single file here as we are getting ready to close out stage number 2. Big wiggle there from 5th place. He is losing a lot of ground. That is Jimmy Reynolds.
Wide.
Ooh, getting close
man.
here.
Woo, what a way to go.
So Conley in the 88 off of turn number 4, and he is going to pick up stage number 2 as Daniel Holloway was trying to make a run for it.
Man,
but
if
Conley,
that start finish was a little bit further, he would have had it too. They were coming.
So Conley picking up his first stage win. So the accolades continue to roll in for this driver here tonight. A stage win, a Hall of Fame induction. Can he get it into victory lane? We'll find out. A lot of stiff competition out here. These drivers, each and every single one of these guys, capable of winning each and every week, Rob.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All these guys, we got a pretty solid field of individuals. Anybody can make it up here. Also super speedway, so even the best can, you know, one bad night can take out all the best, and somebody else who's just kind of here, you can come back up and win it. But most of these guys are actually really solid drivers. A lot of them have been working together since, you know, the first couple seasons, and they're pretty comfortable running around each other, so they can give you some pretty good racing at times.
And just hearing from our race control, Mr. Cody Eldred, Eric Conley is our end of stage winner. As the 88 brings the field behind the pace truck, everyone getting stacked up. We should see almost everyone on the pit road.
Everybody should be coming in. I guess we're going to see who takes 2 and who takes 4 this time by. I would be surprised, but at the same time, some of these guys are A-okay with just 2 tires and running the other ones all the way down. But I feel like this would be a good time as any to get all 4.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you on that one. Get you all 4 tires, have a nice set, and tackle this first part of the final stage with a good set of tires. Nobody can make it on fuel from here. Each driver only able to get about 16, maybe 17 laps of green flag racing.
We'll need at least 2 more pits.
To Conley, the first car down and away. 2 tires stop for Conley. So he's feeling some confident in his tires. It looks like everyone else maybe making a 4-tire stop. Tyler Miller, Les Levy a 2-tire stop. Cody Ober a 2-tire stop. Maybe fuel only for Ober, as that was a very quick pit stop for the driver of the 8 machine.
Somebody had to prove me wrong, huh?
Oh, of course. Anytime a broadcaster says, this is what's going to happen, someone was like, oh, is that what you think?
Watch this. Hold my beer and watch this one. I got it for you. He might have taken, that was a pretty fast one. It might just be fuel. Oh. We'll see how it plays off there, Cody Ober.
All right, so Derek Conley, your stage winner. Daniel Holloway picking up our first stage win of the night. Oh, I am enjoying this. I'm glad to be back in the booth. I'm really glad to be here with you, Rob.
Man, it's been a long time coming, Kay. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity to come up here and be with you in the booth. Been wanting to for a while now. I know I've talked about it a couple times. Finally see it all start to play out, I think, is actually really, really nice. It's good to be back in the league too. I've been out of the show for a couple seasons now. Honestly, life's been kicking me while I've been down, but I'm still trying to stick around, trying to get back into the game here, and I figured the best way to get back is to maybe just broadcast and see how everybody's doing from a different angle for a while. And then maybe next season or the season after, get back out there and try to finally get me a championship. It's rough being one of the 3 owners, and none of us have a Monday night championship. That's rough.
Well, that just goes to show you guys really try and put out the best league possible, not play any favorites, not try and tilt things your way. And really, when you look at the talent that is in this field for a super speedway series, the fact that you know, may not have a championship shouldn't speak any less of the owners, but more about how they have put together a league where drivers want to be.
I definitely agree with you there, man. Especially Alex and Cody during my absence. They've really kept this thing going. And we got a really great group of guys. A lot of these guys, like I said, they're season 1 OGs, and they have the amount of work that a lot of these guys have put into it is just phenomenal. And for them to still be here, still want to grind, still want to help us out and put on the best show they can, honestly, it's a pretty good feeling. I've been away for a couple seasons and I come back, and honestly, I'm a little giggity tonight, a little happy-go-lucky, and just feels really good to be back and see these guys out there racing.
All right, pace truck down and away, green flag getting ready to come out, and here we go once again. And you can see the tires, a little bit of wiggle on these cars as everyone tries to accelerate.
That's what 2 tires will do to you a little bit, I think.
Hunter Reynolds with the advantage going into turn number 1. He's not got Conley cleared just yet. Logan Helton gonna try and make it 3 wide here as the 26 does move down to the inside line. Logan Helton with the momentum on the outer lane now, as he has the 21 of Holloway pushing him. Holloway gonna stay high. Logan Helton drops down to the inside.
Oh, and we're wrecking. We are wrecking. Looks like
And a couple of cars in trouble. Ernie Williams slow once again. Alex Green involved in this one. Yellow flag coming out.
A little contact with the number 6 somewhere back there. I'm always literally just out of the angle. I see just a little bit too late.
So trying to back this up just enough. You can see that the 31
going to be the 9 and 6 of the first contact here, I believe. Then it spirals down from there. 9 and 6 did a pretty good job coming back up, though. They've saved it.
So, yellow flag out on the speedway. Logan Helton, your race leader. Hunter Reynolds in the 26, finding himself in second. Third, Derek Conley. Tyler Miller, driver of the 89 machine, finding himself in fourth. And fifth place going to Daniel Holloway in the 21. Looks like everyone taking this chance maybe to come down pit road. Few drivers trying the fake out, but so far everyone hitting pit lane. Mark Vega gonna stay out. It looks like he is the only driver who is going to stay out. Everyone else on the pit road.
Mark's gonna be trying something crazy here.
Mark Vega last on pit lane on lap 42, so maybe not a bad call to try and figure out what your car is capable of. One driver who's going to be spitting mad at him, that's the 7 of Josh Milam.
Yep, he's going to be a little upset, I think, at that one.
All right, so with that being said, guys, we are going to step away for a minute. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the field stacks up 2 by 2. Mark Vega, by virtue of not coming down pit road. Now your race leader, Logan Helton, in the 63. On his outside, a lot of drivers stopping for fuel only. Casey Gilchrist in the 32 machine, the driver who took 4 tires. We'll see how that plays out for Casey. But here we go. We're going to let him loose once again, Rob, and we are in the final stage. And if I do some quick math, we have more than 3 laps left in this race.
Yep, just a little over 3. 3 plus a few, maybe times a couple. But yep, it's going to be a good one here. It's about halfway over, a little over halfway, and we have a ton of racing to go, and a ton of competitors still eager to get to that top spot out there. I also have noticed that our own Rick Seabrans is actually a lap down as well as the following of David Overstreet, Alex Green. Actually, I'm going to cut that. We are going green now. Pace car is off, and the wheels are turning, and Logan Helton with a huge jump at the start of that green flag, followed closely by Tyler Miller in the 89. Oh man, they took off on that one.
So Tyler Miller in the 89 machine for the first time tonight, up in the 2nd spot, trying to wrestle the race lead away from the 63 of Logan Helton. Mark Vega got a little bit of a slow start, but down the backstretch, he's starting to make some noise once again. So Mark Vega, you get this one.
Oh man, what a good one. Yeah, that came back. Started off really strong.
So Vega leading the charge on the outside line. He has the 52 of Randall Cobb pushing hard for him. Randall Cobb in that 52 machine, a driver for Buck Wild Racing. Buck Wild Racing still has never given me a logo, so we still have to play the Dancing Deer in the Snow, which is very appropriate because in my home state, I got snow all around me, although it did start melting pretty good today.
Oh, you're lucky, man. We got a little bit of snow. First time in a couple of years, I think we actually got some in my state. That was nice. We actually snowed for Christmas Day.
What state's that?
Good old Virginia.
Virginia?
Yep. Good old East Coast. Best state in the world. Actually, I don't know if it's the best state in the world. I don't think I'd go that far, but, I got to root for my home state.
All right, we'll let you have it.
Yeah, I've got to. As the saying goes, you have to be for your state, and I do have a name. Someone else previous to me also stood with his state during certain trying times in the United States history.
Well, as interesting as history about Virginia is, let's honestly just go back to racing.
Yeah,
no one cares about Virginia.
Who needs history? History's bad.
History's for the dogs.
History also shows us that we have Derek Conley and Cody Ober going to the front again, taking the 1st and 2nd spots here. They finally made their way back up front. Logan Hilton going to the inside. Yeah, we got 3 wide in the racing going on right now in the top 5. Almost 4 wide. We try to get ourselves figured out here.
Well, Rob, I don't know about you, but while these drivers are battling it out, let's do a little bit of turn it up and let these drivers put on a show for us and the fans just enjoy the sounds. So, guys, let's do turn it up. Well, welcome back after a turn it up session. The drivers bringing out the yellow flag here on this one. It looks like Mark Mann getting involved once again in the 04. Let's see what happened to him. Crashing happening up ahead. The other 04 comes right down. Dominance trying to be asserted between drivers of this 04 machines. And it was a tough break for both of them.
I see what you did there.
So Denver Lee making contact with several cars as he goes spinning around. The 50 machine getting involved of Sean McCarrick. The 11 of Robert Lacovera. I forgot to do the hand thing.
The hand thing. The hand thing.
He said he said it's Italian. You got to do the hand thing.
Almost second nature. If you're thinking anything Italian, it almost does it for you.
So several drivers making their way onto pit lane once again. So here we go. Pit stops underway. Daniel Holloway leading almost everyone on the pit road.
There goes the 4 of old Rick Stevens. Was he probably the lucky dog?
I would imagine so, with the way he is making his way around this speedway. So Rick Seabrand's maybe going to be back on the lead lap. So good news for him. Everyone else down and away. A lot of 4-tire stops here.
Oh.
A lot of 2-tire stops. Everyone's still mixing it up.
It's going to be crazy to see who actually pulls it off. What actually works. Bringing that W tonight.
So the 88, Derek Conley scored as the race leader. That being said, guys, we're going to step away. No one go anywhere. We'll be back to bring you the green flag. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as the pace truck down and onto pit road, and the green flag is out. Derek Conley on the inside, Hunter Reynolds on the outside as these cars get back up to speed, hammer down, full throttle racing, no restrictor plates. We're getting ready to wrap this one up. 24 laps to go here at the iRacing Superspeedway, and Derek Conley able to hold on to the lead going into turn number 1. The 26 of Hunter Reynolds on his back bumper pushing hard, but the 21 of Daniel Holloway been running at the front, your stage 1 winner, trying to do all he can to win this race here tonight. He has Logan Helton on his back bumper. Holloway washing up the track. He's going to go way up high. That's going to open the door for the 63, but Logan Helton falling back a little bit. Duvendak down below the yellow line there, gathers it back in. Tyler Miller in that 89 machine. I get the feeling that 89 is quietly stalking the drivers who are trying to win this one. Keep your eye on that red and white 89 machine. Derek Conley in the 88. Still your race leader. It's going to send it off into turn 1, and we got trouble. Tyler Miller going around.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry, Tyler. Broadcaster's curse, Tyler. Blame Rob.
Whoa. You're
Blame
the one
Rob.
that just started talking about him.
What? It's your fault. It's not mine. I'm perfect and
No.
innocent.
Yeah, you're right. I'll start of the season, I gotta wreck some people, so I'll take the blame for it. I gotta go ahead and get that curse out the way.
So the 89 of Tyler Miller going airborne here. 32 of Casey Gilchrist getting a good view of it. The tough break for the 89 machine. Man, he was impressing me a whole lot. Hate to see that.
Yeah. Hate to see it sometimes. Up there, running top 5 for a little while. First time I've seen him personally. Doing pretty solid here.
All right, so Derek Conley, your race leader. Hunter Reynolds sitting in second. Cody Ober holding on to third place. Logan Helton in fourth. And Randall Cobb going to round out your top 5. As everyone getting ready to hit pit lane once again. Might see a few drivers who try and stay out. But we are right on the bubble of being able to make it here.
Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Maxine chiming in on YouTube, cheering for her favorite driver, the 63 of Logan Helton. How you doing, Maxine? One driver did stay out. That is Chase Berry, last on pit road on lap 58.
Good old David Overstreet's going to be taking the lucky dog around. He'll be back on the lead lap as well.
As we are on lap 64, Chase Berry last on pit road on lap 58. I wonder what he's thinking. Very interesting. Is he just trying to lead a lap here? Because he is definitely outside the window.
He might be that extra point where people are going to be starting hard beginning of the season, especially with this racetrack involved. Every last point's probably going to count. I would be surprised if he didn't try to hit this time by, but he could be banking on another caution.
Well, even if we got another caution, all that's going to do is give him a chance to come down pit road, but everyone else who is pitted maybe won't come down pit lane because that could be the caution break that they need.
It could. That's one of those New calls. I don't.
Yeah, absolutely. This one, ooh, I'm glad I'm in the booth. If I was a driver, man, can you imagine trying to be a driver down there? Not only are you driving, turning the wheel, stomping on the throttle, watching all these crazy people trying to wreck you, then you got to figure out what the right call is on the strategy to get on the pit road at the right time. How many tires do you want? 2, 4, 10, 15, whatever. Fuel, no fuel. Oh my gosh, everyone's doing so much.
Especially here, this is, nobody knows what's right yet, so this is just gonna, it's rough. We'll see how it affects Chase going on here for the rest of the race and see what happens. Could that have somehow saved him, or is that gonna backfire on him trying to stay out there? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not making any calls this season. I get to watch everybody's strategies.
Right? So it's the 11 of Chase Berry, the 88 of Derek Conley on the front row for this restart. Row number 2, going to be the 26 of Hunter Reynolds, and then the 52 of Randall Cobb from Buck Wild Racing. And the 8 of Cody Ober, looks like maybe he's trying to say hello to the driver of the 26. But Cody Ober on the inside of row number 3 for this restart. On his outside, that's the 18 of Mark Vega. If you remember, Mark Vega made that bold call a few laps ago to stay out, and that looks like it has played out in his favor. So a good move there by the 18.
Absolutely. Gonna be another one of those new, this gonna work, this not gonna work. Let's go ahead and find out earlier on in the season here and hone the strategy as the season goes on. But that keeps them up there in the top 10, almost top 5 as we go green.
Pace truck down and away. Chase Berry in control of the field. Gets on the throttle. Looks like everyone, a little bit of wiggle here and there, but so far, so good.
That little bit of wiggle, looks like the inside definitely had us a little issue on the restart there.
So with 19 laps to go, Derek Conley in the 88 going to tuck in behind the 11 of Chase Berry. Now he peeks his nose out. Randall Cobb in the 52 going to hook up with the 88 and start pushing on him down the backstretch. This outside lane showing some speed down the straightaways.
Got enough room to get both guys down to the bottom lane. Oh, a little bump in there. And there you see the old 18 of Mark Vega taking the high side, first spot on the high side. See what he can make happen here. I think that move might have helped play off here if it continues to go the way it is.
We go on aboard with the 18 of Mark Vega. Mark has gained 18 spots since the start of this race, now make it 19 as he is currently scored as the race leader. So Vega making the move down to the bottom to complete the pass, protect that inside lane, and the yellow flag coming out.
Uh-oh.
Let's see if we can figure out what happened. Lacovera going for a spin.
Uh-oh. Well, Bob Lacovera having a little tough time here.
It was the 89 of Tyler Miller who got into him. So the 11 going around one, in a very sudden move. So the 11 goes spinning and the yellow flag coming out. That yellow came out just in time for the 18 of Mark Vega to be scored as the race leader. So now, what does Chase Berry do? What does the rest of the field do? I think everyone comes down pit road. I think everyone has to come down pit road because you still have to account for the possibility of a green-white checker.
Yep, at least one, if not two green-white checkers. I feel like the move to make would probably come get one last top off. Could have enough for one green-white checkered for sure. Yeah, I think everybody is going to come down here. We might have a couple stragglers trying to stay out, but
Ben Mashburn staying out.
oh no.
Josh Milam once again
Getting that free ride around the track. Bringing him down to 3 laps down after he gets back. Good to see him finally get one of those.
to win in the race off of pit road is going to be the 95 of James Mayer. Very quick pit stop, very efficient time on pit lane. So Mayer with a big move there. Derek Conley coming off second. Randall Cobb, Hunter Reynolds. But Ben Mashburn staying out.
Oh man, another wild card play.
All right, so Ben last on pit road on lap 63. 84 lap race. I don't know. Oh man, he maybe. Maybe. I mean, there's a lot we don't know. There's a lot we don't know about this track.
Ugh.
Someone's got to try it. Someone's got to be brave enough.
I'm glad it's him and not me.
So if Ben Mashburn can hold on to this lead, and he still may come down pit road here. He may be just wanting to lead the lap. I don't know. I'm not his crew chief. But if he can hold on to this lead and win the race, he will be the biggest mover of the race. He will gain 24 spots.
And if you're hearing this or you watch this, money's on you now, buddy. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays off.
All right. So many coming and going drivers. But Ben Mashburn right now up 24 positions. So yeah, he has been working his way forward. I believe we've seen that 24 in a crash or two here tonight. Maybe just one. I know for a fact I saw him in one.
Well, let's just hope he stays up here and the front stays all nice and clean. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he might be a rookie as well. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but
yeah, with me taking last season off as well, kind of hard to say. I will say it's the first time I've called a race with Ben Mashburn that I'm aware of. But then again, I'm really not aware of a whole lot.
You know, I completely understand where you're coming from. You know, I'm just a drone in society here.
I'm having too much fun with you, Rob. This could be dangerous.
It could be for good times. It could be for bad times, depending on how you look at it.
All right, so lights are out on the Silverado. Tammy Helton cheering for Alliance Motorsports. Ben Mashburn, James Mayer on the front row for this restart. Derek Conley, Randall Cobb, row number 2. Row number 3 going to be Hunter Reynolds and Dustin Barber. Here we go, 15 laps. Once they cross the start-finish line, we'll make it 14 laps to go as the green flag comes out. Ben Mashburn with a good start. Derek Conley going to give him a good little shot in that rear bumper. And that 24 going to try and set sail into turn number 1, holding on to the race lead. James Mayer in the 95, up on that high side. Randall Cobb in the 52, trying to work with him. Will they get that momentum going down the back stretch that we have seen time and time again?
I got a feeling probably see a little something, but Derek Conley's also one outstanding pusher when he's behind you. And as close as he's been on that guy's rear side, I don't know if they're going to make a move for a while. Guess we'll have to see. Or Derek will decide to take the high side on us, take away that lead position.
So Conley to the point as he slices down in front of the 24. Ashburn now going to suck up to his back bumper. Conley going to try and make that car real wide. What do you think it would mean to one of these drivers, or any of these drivers? You know what? Let me start over. There's only going to be one driver who wins this one. What's it going to mean to the driver to pick up that win here tonight at this new track, new everything, new strategies, everything from the ground up? Someone's going to win it. How big is that to that driver?
And that is going to, at least in my eyes, that's going to put them in a great position for the rest of the season, knowing that, hey, I've got what it takes, I think, to win this racetrack, at least for the first time. If I remember the strategy in which I won it, maybe I'll win it again. And I think that would be a huge momentum flower for him and his team, whoever does happen to win tonight.
So Conley now falling to third. Dustin Barber in that 6 machine, finding himself in second. James Mayer, your race leader. Dustin, not a car we've talked a lot about, but here he is. His sophomore season, he is getting ready to try and put his name as one of the drivers to win this thing. Conley fighting back on the outside lane.
All by
James Mayer
himself,
in that 95, holding on to that yellow line.
Oh, then we got Randall Cobb going to try to send it 3 wide here. Yep. Right up the middle. What a run he had.
And Cobb with that sneak attack, making a good move.
Unfortunately, the 28 of Will Weber got a little too high, maybe a little loose. Oh, Jimmy Reynolds, correction. Sorry, Jimmy. We're getting used to all the name changes here, number changes. But he unfortunately fell back kind of quick. And we have contact. Will it stay green?
So far we are. That car staying hard into the wall. Josh Milam in the 7. Tried to keep it up high, pulled it off successfully. But his night is going to be one to forget. A tough one. The highs and lows for Josh Milam. Inducted into the OP Racing Hall of Fame. And then a race he could not get any good breaks on.
That's unfortunate to see. Coming in here with a full head of steam, defending champion, inducted to the Hall of Fame, and then the first night back, you run into a rough one. Just one you want to drink away and forget about, and come back next week full of that same original steam.
So Conley in the 88, down on the bottom now. He has the 9 of Will Weber pushing hard on him. Teammates working together there. The 88 and the 9 representing Empire Motorsports. The 99 of Robert Duvendak, also from Empire Motorsports. So right now they are locking out the lanes here.
They're going to be one of the new top competitor teams. They have a pretty good stack with the guys that are all in it, and going to give Old Alliance Motorsports a run for their money here. It's too highly competitive, two of the bigger teams that you normally see somewhere towards the front. You normally hear about them most of the season. So now they're against each other, so we'll see what happens here. Cody Over pushed to the outside by himself. Quickly gets back in line, though, in that high side lane.
Cody Over in that 8 machine. tucked in, third car outside line. Randall Cobb in the 52 leading the charge of the drivers on the outside. But Derek Conley, your race leader, and Conley trying to prove that this is his race to take away. Someone is going to have to step up, and here comes Randall Cobb to do that. As Conley, big contact from third place on. Everyone going every which way trying to get through it.
Oh, man.
And Will Weber in the 9 gets caught up in this one. We take a look at what happened here.
Somebody tried to fill a hole that I don't think was quite open.
One more look at this. Cody Ober trying to stuff it in the middle lane. One more shot here. Maybe we can stay with this camera angle a little bit. Duvendak goes for a ride as well. So a lot of cars getting caught up in this one.
Yeah, that was a pretty big one.
And Randall Cobb in the 52 scored as the race leader when the yellow came out. All right, so pace truck back out on track. We're gonna go green. I want to say with 2 laps to go. Not 100% sure here. Still trying to get back in the swing of how this Super Speedway series works. Mostly because, well, Rob, I've been asleep since the last time I called a race here on Monday night.
Yeah, I've been enjoying that time off, enjoying the time down there in the field trying to wreck people or something like that. I think you were playing Destruction Derby or something, right?
Yeah, I do what I can to, you know, make their nights difficult. Randall Cobb is going to come on the pit road. I did not see this coming. Mark Vegas staying out. Dan Harrington staying out. Mark Mann has stayed out.
Oh, this just changed up everything.
But Randall Cobb, Derek Conley, Cody Ober, so many other drivers on the pit road. And yeah, I was not prepared for that one.
Another one of those curveballs, KR. I mean, we're gonna see a whole bunch of them. I did not expect. I felt like these guys probably could have made it because it was cutting it close, I guess. But figured they would make it on that, especially with the caution.
So Mark Vega in the 18 machine, Dan Harrington, Mark Mann, Les Levy all stay out, and now they are running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Huh. This is unique.
This is a little bit mind blowing. I don't know how to call it. Could this be the thing that pays off? And once again, night is full of surprises.
I think we are going to get the green flag with 2 laps to go. So it should not be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. It would be just a generic, organic green-white checkered, if you will. All right. All right, Mark. You've made your bed. Now go lie in it. Go win this thing, man. Here we go. Lights go out on the Ford Chevy Silverado. Wow. Oh.
Yep. I'm glad I'm up here, man. Once again.
You know what, Rob? Why don't you take us to this restart?
Alrighty here. Looks like they're getting formed up. The lights appear to be out. Everybody's starting to get in their double file line here, with Mark Vega on the bottom and Dan Harrington on the top. Once again with Mark Mann and Les Levy in row 2, and Randall Cobb, Derek Conley finishing out row 3 for your top 6. They should be closing it in. They're a little spread out on this one right now. Let's see here. What are you guys doing? Close those gaps, fellas. Let's see if we can get this back underway here. Logan Helton, Jimmy Reynolds, Hunter Reynolds, Aspen Belvin are going to finish rounding out your top 10 while we're waiting for everybody to come back around here to start finish. All right, I think we're going to see the pace car pull on off here, pace truck pull on off here, and it is all on Mark Vega now as we get ready to go green here. One final time, maybe, for the new Speedway. Mark Vega, perfect takeoff here, didn't slip up, no wheel tire spinning this time by. Taking the lead for the time being with Dan Harrington and Derek Conley going to the outside, maybe trying to do 3 wide. Nope, he's going to close back in behind old Dan. Oh, never mind. He's going to go 3 wide. They come out of onto the back stretch here. Derek Conley by himself to the high side with his buddy old Hunter Reynolds in the 26. Going to be leaving him to dry there, I think. 3 wide going into turn 3. Oh man, this is gonna get crazy.
Speaking of crazy, how about Mark Mann in that 0-4 in second spot right now? What that man has gone through this entire race. Final lap, final time around, no green-white checkered overtime situation. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? Mark Vega in the 18, the driver who stayed out. Everyone else came down pit road to pour a splash of fuel. The 18 said, no, I got this. I got this. Here he is down on that bottom lane, protecting that line. Mark Mann in the 0-4, having a very up and down night. Now finding himself in second place. Derek Conley in the 88, trying to bleed that third lane, but I don't think they're going to have enough time. Conley out of control. Contact off at turn number 4. But Mark Vega keeps his foot in the throttle, and he is going to pick up the win as several cars crash at the front stretch coming to the checkered.
Oh my Lord, KR, what a finish that was. It was exactly what I expected. It was going to be doors banging, and somebody was going to bring home the first time winner of this brand new track. And that just so happened to be Mark Vega with that pit strategy, that caution strategy helped him out.
What an outstanding finish. And Mark Vega, the driver of the 18, picking up the first win of season 6, picking up the first win here at the iRacing Superspeedway. And oh man, let me tell you, that was a heck of a race. Mark Mann gonna end up in second. Hunter Reynolds rounds out the final step of the podium. But holy cow. All right, so let's take a quick moment here. Let's see what happened to several of our drivers deep in this field. Big time stack up. Surprised anyone is able to be alive. The 6 of Dustin Barber able to roll across the line backwards. Will Weber in the 9 doing an endo.
Robert Duvendeck in the 99 finished on his hood, I believe, on the roof, across the finish line. I sure hope he's okay. What a way. What a finish.
Death and destruction to so many cars. On board with Jimmy Reynolds. And this is coming to the checkered, so nobody's lifting. Everyone doing whatever it takes to get to the start finish line. Oh my. All right, so that being said, let us get on with the show and move in to our post-race show. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this finish.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that
goodness.
was a rough one. That took out a lot of people in the very last little bit.
It did.
What
It
a
did.
race
It
that
really.
was.
It really scrambled the field. And has yeah. All right, so let me try and find. I was not ready for that.
Oh, man. We have Mark Vega, Mark Mann, and a Hunter Reynolds.
So, Rob, if you will do me a favor and go down into TeamSpeak here into Checkered Flag Motorsports and ask if the boss is Mark Mann.
All right, I most certainly will.
All right, so while we're trying to figure this out, let's go ahead and go through the results real quick. Mark Vega, Mark Mann, Hunter Reynolds, your top three finishers. Randall Cobb bringing it home in fourth place. Fifth going to Logan Helton, Dan Harrington, Cody Obert, Travis Elliott, Robert Duvendak, Daniel Holloway, Derek Conley, Chase Berry, Dustin Barber, David Booth, Jimmy Reynolds, Will Weber, Aspen Bellman, Casey Gilchrist, Les Levy, James Mayer, David Overstreet, Sean McCarrick, Ben Mashburn, Robert Lacovera, Tyler Miller, Rick Seabrands, Josh Milam, Sean Stevens, Denver Lee, Alex Green, Ernie Williams, and Andrew Schroeder make up this 32-car field finish. And so here we are. Let's kick this one off with our race winner. That is the driver known as Mark Vega, aka the boss. Mark, you got your ears on?
Yes, sir. What's up, KR? Rob?
Man, oh man, you pick up the race win here tonight. Congratulations on that one, man. Tell us about this finish.
Can I just tell you, I just bought this track last night.
Absolutely.
This track is rough.
So what was it like out there to drive at 250 miles an hour and then sail it off into a corner?
It's fun, actually, until you hit that bump when it wants to drift you up to the wall there. I learned the hard way that you have to let go of that throttle in that bump. I hit the apron a couple of times doing it.
Well, Mark, this 18 machine in victory lane, kicking off this season the best way possible, sitting on the top step of the podium, man. Congratulations on that. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yes, Checkered Flag Motorsports. I want to give a shout out to Jimmy Crow Sr. Wish him the best. You guys, Alex and Cody, and all the admins for putting up with our crap.
Yeah, we have to put up with a lot, especially from you.
Yeah. Can I plead the fifth on that one?
I might let you this time, but we'll have to keep you in mind.
All right, so Mark Vega, our race winner, man. Once again, congratulations. Nice job out there tonight. Job well done.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so now we're going to move on, and we're going to let Robert Payne take over as we interview our second place driver, and that is the driver of the 04 Mark Mann. So Robert, have at it.
All right, Mark Mann, this is Robert up in the booth. You got your ears on, buddy?
Yo, what's up, Robert?
Oh man, just watching this crazy finish on this track with you guys and seeing you make it all the way back after some earlier incidences here and seeing you bring out the second spot in the first race of season 6 on a brand new track. Go ahead and lead me through those final couple laps and what was going through your head at the time.
Man, I had so much adversity tonight. No fault with any other driver. That was just me, not minding my P's and Q's. I saw that wreck with Ben earlier and I went low. I knew Rick was high, so I didn't want to wipe Rick out. So I chose that low line and I just got taken out, but it wasn't his fault. The one with Derek, no big deal. I mean, that's going to happen at this track. I almost saved it. And then I just stayed out there at the end. I mean, I was tight on fuel and I was like, you know what? I've had such a bad race. Used both of my resets and let's just do it, man. I was ready. And then at the end there, Vega was in front of me and I've owed Mark for the longest time. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I would never be in this league. He was an advocate for me joining the Monday series to the owners and got me in and here I am. So I owed him that. I wasn't going to step out and pass him at all. So I'm happy for Mark that he won.
Oh man, that's crazy to hear, man. You did great tonight. Like, yeah, you had some tough times out there, and so you make it all the way back up front just goes to show. Keep your head in the game. You get back up here, and there's a good chance you could end up almost winning the race. And I guess you and Mark are about even for letting him go ahead and win the first race of the season. So I think that debt might just be paid.
Oh yeah, that debt's paid, Mark. If he's listening, he's paid.
All right,
But
man.
it doesn't mean it doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to work with him throughout the season, just like I will any other driver.
Okay.
I pretty much that's kind of my mentality. I mean, this isn't all about me out here. It's about the community and good racing and putting on a good show and being cordial with your teammates as well as your co-opetition. So
Well, man, I appreciate you coming out there. You got anything anyone you want to shout out tonight? Any thank yous, appreciations?
sure, yeah. I know it was tough for a couple of my teammates tonight, but I'm proud of the showing for Alliance Motorsports tonight. A new team, new cars, new paint jobs for most of us. So I want to thank those guys. It's always awesome running with them, and thank Mara for watching it week after week. I appreciate her fan support and all the fans and friends in Turn 3, and you guys and the owners committee. And I just want to kind of give another shout out to the Crow family. We're all praying for them and thinking about them, and I look forward to next Monday night.
All right, man. Once again, congratulations on that number 2 spot in the first race of the season, man. Hopefully we'll see you maybe up here again next week.
Thanks, and to our 2 Hall of Famers, Derek and Josh, congratulations once again. See you later.
All right, Mark, you take it easy.
Later.
All right, Mark Mann, your second place finisher. But now let's move on to the driver who brought it home on the final step of the podium, finishing third here tonight. That is Hunter Reynolds. Hunter, congratulations on the third place on a very difficult track out here. Tell us a little bit about what it took to get this SpongeBob Paint Scheme 26 onto this third step.
Yes, sir. Thanks. I appreciate it. This track is very difficult. My mindset all night was I'm just going to survive, and if I can get stage points, I will. And we ended up getting second in stage 2, I think. So, a solid finish tonight for the 26. Yeah, this paint scheme is from Logan Helton. He did a pretty good job with it. I absolutely love.
Did we lose him?
That's what I was just about to ask.
Oh, he died. Because, he disappeared, and he's gone. He gone. Gone.
Oh, man. Yep, I think he might be.
All right, Hunter. I'm going to fill in for everything else that Hunter was going to say. I'd like to thank my sponsors. I'd like to thank my team members, and, of course, even though I'm being goofy here, we are going to have a very serious shout out to Jimmy Crow Sr. Man, we are all cheering for you. We hope you pull through. Hunter, are you back yet?
Yeah, I've just had a major or minor mechanical malfunction. We're good. Yes, sir.
All right. So pick up where you left off. I was pretending to fill in for all the thank yous and whatnot for you.
Oh yeah, shout out to Logan for making the paint job. Yeah, this track is really difficult. Had a tough time. my mindset was just, you know, bring it home in one piece, and looks like I did a pretty good job.
All right, man. Well, before we lose you again, any shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Yes, sir. Shout out to all my teammates at FSR, Dustin, my dad, Josh, Ernie. All those guys are a good group of guys. New FSR crew this year, so trying to start out strong. Special thanks to everybody watching. We appreciate you guys, all the league admins, Turn Through Racing Network, and YouTube in the booth do a great job.
All right, Hunter, man. Nice job here tonight, finishing third.
Sir, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, guys. Well, Rob, this race is done and in the books, man.
Oh man, what a crazy one, too. What a great start.
All right, your thoughts of this speedway? Our first time here. Let's hear it.
First time here, actually seeing it, man. It's definitely something new. It's a new beast to try to handle. What Mark was talking about with the bump in the corner sends you up the track. Something else they're gonna have to work with. The strategies clearly are going to be changing throughout the season, probably as they fine tune what actually works and what actually doesn't. I thought it was a great race. I was extremely happy to be up here in the booth with you to watch it. It really got me pretty excited, actually, to see some of this stuff. I think it's going to be a great track, though. I think it'll be a great track.
I do too. I think it's going to be a great addition to the rotation of OP Super Speedways here on Monday nights. And we hope you guys will continue to join us as we bring you 22 races this season. The first race done and in the books. Mark Mann picking up that race win and already putting his stamp on this season. So guys, until next week, and on behalf of Rob, myself, and all of us here at Turn 3 Racing Network, we hope to see you next Monday night. But until then, y'all stay safe and have a good night.
Warning, the following stunts are performed by idiots or under the supervision of stupider idiots. If you attempt to reenact any of these idiotic stunts you will see, you will be left with idiotic scars. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Alex Green. Welcome to OP Racing.